Maido! Hi there, Japan fans. Today's show, we're going to talk about predictions. Preseno, Master Shimasho. This is the 5th year for the Presentation Japan Series podcast. We are beaming around the world to you from sunny Minato-ku in Tokyo. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy committed to your success, the president of Dale Carnegie Training Tokyo, Japan, and the 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery. My new book, in Japanese, Za Eigyo, is now available on Amazon. Become a better speaker who is clear, confident, persuasive, and highly influential with those around you. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn, who, unlike many other podcast hosts, have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on iTunes. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesdays, the Presentations Japan Series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan Series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan Series. Every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. This is episode number 272, and today we are talking about predictable results for presenters in 2022. The prediction business is always fun. We nominate our plans so that God can laugh, according to the old Yiddish proverb. Nevertheless, we need to make some plans, don't we? The Gregorian calendar, beginning of the year, is as good a time as any to think start. The last 2 years has seen the entire speaking business metamorphise into an online venture for the most part. Standing in front of a crowd is now somewhat of a distant memory for most of us. Internal meetings have gone the same way, and we chime in from home on what is happening with the results so far this month or quarter or whatever. The world seems to have sunk into the abyss of the ordinary when it comes to persuasion power. Meetings have moved from the usual insomnia inducing exercises in the physical meeting room to the online room, but faithfully retaining the insomnia inducing capability. The best part of this has been the boredom of listening to colleagues drone on is leavened by just turning your camera off and doing other more interesting stuff in the background without drawing any boss wrath. Of course, our colleagues are doing the same to us too when it's our turn to speak. Online webinars have also sunk to the bottom of the ocean, where the crash of the weight of the water saps any life from the talks. People are so amazingly adaptable. They've learnt how to move their usual boring delivery online and without any apology. Once upon a time, the speaker would only be impinging on the time and patience of a small crowd of people, but with the wonders of WebEx, Zoom, Teams, etc., the tech has created a weapon of mass destruction. Is this your plan for 2022? Are you writing in your organizer, I can't wait to bore people to death again this year? I doubt that would be the case, but I also doubt that among the many goals being set for this year, becoming a master of persuasion is in there. How could that be the case? The complexities of communication have only gone up with the advances in society and business. We operate in the age of distraction and the era of cynicism. Social media, armed mobile phones have allowed us to spend every second of downtime endlessly scrolling for something more interesting. Our concentration spans are being measured in nanoseconds today. We have become the most distracted generation in global history. How can we gain persuasion power in this tech-induced mess? Find out more when we come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public programs, but we also do custom-made in-house classes. Now, we do them in our super safe classroom, we do them live online, and we do them in Japanese, and we do them in English. Our show today is being brought to you by, on the 2nd of February, we'll have the Dale Carnegie course. On the 3rd of February, High Impact Presentations. It's a 2-day program. On the 8th of February, we'll be doing Confident English, and on the 14th of February, we're doing Leadership Training for Managers. Check out our website at www.dale-carnegie, carnegie.co.jp. Lots and lots of value for you there. Now, to do better in Japan, email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, that's the Bible for selling in Japan, and Japan Business Mastery, and my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery. If you like learning by watching videos, there are over 1,000 there for you at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, which is the premier business show in Japan, comes out Mondays. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders in Japan from SMEs all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. Don't forget, you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Welcome back. The other problem is no one wants to believe anything they hear anymore, as everyone is more anxious about falling victim to fake news. It isn't much respite from the pressures on modern communication to know that even if we are getting our message listened to, a lot of people are doubting anything we say. Science itself is in doubt, and now alternative facts is a thing. Where will all of this end, and what does it mean for us as presenters, persuaders, and advocates? There are some sure bets, some certainties that we can rely on, though. These include the fact that the majority of people in business will remain hopeless communicators and persuaders. They won't analyze the current reality for opportunities to stand out, to break through the noise and get their messages heard and believed. They won't understand that while what we say is important, how we say it is more important to being effective as a presenter. The ability to wield language and to wield its delivery are potent tools for success in business. If everyone was well versed in being persuasive, our task would become much more onerous and competitive very quickly. Well, that isn't going to happen, because our colleagues and competitors will just wander into 2022 and repeat the same mistakes they made in 2021. Let's add, I will become a master of persuasion to our list of things to be achieved this year. Standing above the hoi polloi isn't easy, but this is one area where we can seize the advantage. If we haven't studied this art of public speaking, let's commit to doing that. If we haven't taken the training, then let's get that into our schedule for this year. The great unwashed will do nothing. So let's take action and differentiate ourselves from those who are either ignorant or lazy or both. Persuaders of the world, arise in 2022 and seize the opportunity to polish our craft and take success into our own hands. Thank you for joining the Presentations Japan series. If you got value from today's show, spread the love around and share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Immediately apply what you have learned today, use it, and go out there and become a presentations legend. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.